Started getting my bike together. Noticed that I don't have any air in my front tire, so I'm gonna change out the inner tube here. With that said, I guess I think I'll do a video on how to change out an inner tube on my WR250R. Alright, here are some of the tools you're going to need when you change out your inner tube on your WR250R. I got some of the tire irons here, a bead buddy, that's pretty helpful, 22 millimeter socket. Also have a 10 millimeter box wrench for these pinch nuts. The 20 millimeter socket is for the axle nut. I'm going to need a screwdriver to open up the brake pads when you put the tire back. Mallet's always good to be on standby. Got some rim shields, which was helpful in the past. A couple torque wrenches, because you're going to have to torque these back down. Air pump. And also, this is helpful, a tire changing station. This one happens to be from Motorsports Products. So another tool you'll need is a valve stem removal tool. Or definitely need to have a new inner tube. This size is a 8100 9090-21 inch. You're probably also going to need some Windex or some other lubricant on the tire when you put it back on the bead. Those are on pretty tight. Loosen these puppies up. I got my PPE on to cut down on the grease. All right, let's put these spacers back on the axle.
Put it back on the way it was oriented so I don't lose it.
All right, so the wheel is off. Now we're going to put it on the tire rack and start taking off the tire. This is just to make sure that you take out the pin and make sure all the air is out of the inner tube. Removed. One thing I like about this tire rack, you can put your irons up in here. Want to use the rim shields to not scuff up the rims. Got my heavy-duty inner tube. I'm going to remove the valve cover. Also going to remove this nut, and I'm going to put the stem through the hole and then wrap the tube around the inside part of the tire, and then put the tire back on the bead and then inflate it. Alright, that's a tight fit. Finally got it. Oh, that was a tight fit. But I got the valve stem through the hole. Now that I got the valve stem tightened down as much as it could be, at least for now, and I have the inner tube tucked under the wheel and as much as into the rim as possible, I'm going to make sure this side of the wheel is totally off bead, because I'm going to put this bead up under the wheel and then maybe work my way around this way. Bead buddy. Put that in right here. Windex. All right, coming down the home stretch. Well, that was...
Alright, now I got these guys on. buttons. Check the other side real quick.
I'll put the spacers back on the wheel the way they came off. You need to make sure the brake pads are opened up. I'm going to put the axle just kind of as guidance on this side of the fork, and then I'll slip the disc in between the brake gingerly.
And then I'll put the axle through the spacers and the wheel, and at least make it. There we go.
I'm going to need the mallet.
Punch this too.
Finger tight the nut. So the pinch bolts are 23 Newton meters.
And I'm going to do an alternating.
Okay. Front axle nut, 63 Newton meters. It should be good to go. Also pump the front brakes just to make sure. This is right after I changed the inner tube on my front tire. So I know that's solid. So I guess you can't be a moto vlogger if you don't have a video on how to change out your inner tube. Always good to have a well-maintained bike, because the last thing you want to do is miss out on rides like this.